I'm going to get involved with the Texans. I think they win the division here on the road, and that also would come with a pretty big upset on the bottom of the screen there with the Titans and Ryan Tannehill at home.
We've got a squad ride sweep. Let's fucking go, boys.
How about that?
How about the Magic? So, Ron, we'll be seeing, brother. You were a terrible coach. We are in the same spot now that we were in 4 years ago. If not, maybe even worse. All right. And then, yes, a Five Guys bang. How about the Jets? 200 to win $2,200. What do you say?
I'll tell you what this screams to me. Like, I think Corum still gets his yards, but this square screams to me there's going to be a big run early in the game from Michigan, and you're going to look up and be like, oh, surely it's Corum. No, it's probably going to be Donovan Edwards.
What
is that?
Dang.
Is that from
bro,
your
I don't
camera?
know. These TikTok cameras, bro, they be getting me. Yeah, there it is. Squad rides are perfect in the new year. Let's fucking go. What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Monday, episode 398 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Javon, presented by Pickett Sports. If you guys didn't get the 5U Beluga Whale max play, it was on Pickett Sports yesterday, and it was the under in that first football game, and it was free. Never in doubt, Javon, except after there were a million points in the first quarter, and I was in piss. But unbelievable finish to that game. Two unbelievable games yesterday, to say the least. We're going to talk about them. All right, Javon, but first, how are we feeling after the conference championship weekends? Are you up coins? Are you down coins? And any comments about those insane games from yesterday?
Yeah, definitely left up a little bit of coin. I'm just disappointed, Good. I think, as everybody else is. This is like probably the one Super Bowl matchup out of the four that we did not want to see. It's kind of best.
Yeah. Probably not the best for our viewing pleasure. I would agree with that. But I will say I do love the angle that we are now presented with in the Super Bowl. To pick a winner. So this is the one I had circled matchup-wise to hit a bet at the Super Bowl, but maybe not the best or most exciting, right? Getting the Lions involved for the first time in forever and getting the Ravens involved, for the first time since Flacco. Same old this year, right? Some teams we've seen a lot in the past, nothing different. But as a Shanahan guy and as a Brock Purdy guy, one of the only few Brock Purdy guys out there, I'm not too disappointed, but I understand all the chirps. Javon, either way, though, two insane games, whether you made money or lost money yesterday. If you didn't enjoy watching those games all day, you might not love football, plain and simple, because if you didn't have a good time watching those, you got something wrong with you. All right, plain and simple. If you bet too much and lost money on those games and you did not enjoy them, that's on you, and don't be throwing that many coins on those games. But, man, I hope you guys tailed that 5U under whale. What a weird start. But, my goodness, those defenses settled in, and that was a free play. Javon, why don't we go ahead and recap the the best bets and squad ride from the weekends. 1-0-1. Haven't seen one of those in a while. And I know a lot of people got a bad number on Florida State there as well. Got a lot of 6.5s. I actually double dipped myself the day of after I got the +7 line the night before and for another unit when it was a squad ride winner and lost there too. So, Chad, I was with you. Okay. I know a lot of us lost on that +6.5, but we did put out 7 when it was at 7, and it did their push. We should just be lucky that it pushed even in the first place, Javon, because UNC is an absolute wagon and a half.
Yeah. To be fair, that game was tied with a minute left.
Yeah, they were down like 15 with like 3 minutes left, and then they were down to like 1 with 45 seconds left. That game was weird as shit. I'm just happy that I didn't personally lose too many coins on it, but chat. We'll take that squad ride W the night before and nothing yesterday because we were locked into the spaces, which was also a W. So I hope you guys caught that and checked that puppy out. We've got the Sharp report here. Not our best work, but that's okay. We're going to come back with the heat from today. This is from Friday, guys. So nothing crazy. I still cannot believe that Marist to Niagara under hit. If you guys had the Marist to Niagara under, it's just our week. Plain and simple, because that was the craziest, luckiest beat. I mean, Javon, of the college basketball season.
Was what the live line had to be like 160 after half.
They look like the Spurs and the Wizards game's going to look tonight when there's 300 points in the first half. It was like 40-40, and next thing you know, the game goes under and Niagara is storming the court after they beat Marist at home, which was maybe the weirdest thing ever, maybe even
That's
weirder
actually
than
crazy.
that hitting. Yeah, so that I think everyone was just so confused. Maybe they had the under and they were celebrating. I don't know. Maybe they had that bet. But that was one of the weirdest court storms I've ever seen in my entire life. As we get a Ron Lux playing Subby, let's go, Ron. W's Ron. Chad already beat me to it. Sure. W Ron, W Command wins coming in. We got a hype train, folks. B Young. That could be Bryce Young. We don't know. Coming in 20-month sub banging. Love to see that. Trent Supergoats coming in. Taylor Swift to be the Super Bowl MVP plus 125. Great. It's already starting. We got Addy coming in with a sub bang as well. W's, gents. You guys are bringing the energy today, and we're going to reward you with some winners. Okay, let's get these X's off the screen, and let's hop into the NFL weekend plays recap. If you guys did not check out the podcast, we got pretty good reviews from the podcast. Number one, the pilot episode going over the conference championships. We're going to do a Super Bowl one as well, probably this weekend, Javon, and try to get that out with plenty of time for the people to be able to listen to once all the bets are out for the people. A lot of props, a lot of options for the Super Bowl as always. So want to make sure we kill it for you guys there. I hope you guys like the podcast, and I hope you guys tailed our place here on the NFL preview this weekend because we both went 3-2. W's.
Yeah, there you go. Dubs.
When we move, right? Hey, guys, we can't always go 5-0. And in this industry, you get clouded with going on your Twitter feed before bed and seeing, tweets blowing up from somebody hitting a crazy parlay or going, 10-0. And that happens sometimes. Trust me, it does, especially recently. We've been on fire, knock on wood. But not every day is a 5-0 day. Sometimes you're going to take a 3-2 day and you move in your groove. Okay.
Especially when one of each of our three is the meat on tape. Love to see that.
Sure. Of course. W Podcast should do that every Saturday for college basketball. Interesting idea, Dragon Slayer. Definitely trying to use more big picture stuff for that podcast and keeping the day-to-day stuff on live BTLs here. So interesting idea. No idea.
We always have the cheat sheet on Saturday too. Book at BTL.
That is true.
On Twitter. Yes,
People
sir.
forget. People go crazy for that thing. They go bonkers. Javon, 49ers spread, never the right play. Great call there on the Lions. I cannot believe the public cashed on it, but with how that game started, they should have won that game outright, probably.
Yeah, they should have. Actually crazy.
Sheesh. Will they ever get an opportunity like that again?
Who knows?
Man.
I think they'll be back in contention again, but
up
it's
17
tough.
points at halftime against the 49ers, half away from a Super Bowl, and they haven't been there in forever. Are they ever going to get that opportunity again? I don't know.
No, probably not. 30 minutes with a 17-point lead is not something you can ask for very often.
Well, I said it on the Spaces on Sunday. I'm going to say it again. There is something different about Brock Purdy. I'm not saying he's Patrick Mahomes. He is not as good of a QB as Patrick Mahomes. Want that on record right there. Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback in the NFL right now. It's not even close. But there's something special about this kid. All right? He's a winner. And at the end of the day, that's all that fucking matters. The kid wins. And he makes throws that other people don't. He does. He didn't have to do that much, I feel like. Everyone else around him was balling. McCaffrey was taking care of business as well. Their defense forced a couple turnovers there. Dan Campbell was doing stupid shit, helping him out. It wasn't like it was all Brock Purdy. But can we stop with the Brock Purdy hate? Enough is enough. This guy's going to a fucking Super Bowl in his second season. He's a
Everybody
beast.
loves an underdog story until it's Brock Purdy for whatever reason. I don't know where the hate came from or why everybody despises him. But if it was anybody else, they would be saying he's the greatest quarterback of all time. But
They're punishing him.
Yeah, some of the Brock Purdy haters are probably going to be in the shadows because I assume people hate Taylor Swift and the Chiefs now, probably a little more.
Yeah, that is true. That could help. It's the Brock Purdy haters versus the T Swift haters. Who's going to win? But gosh, man, Brock Purdy makes plays that nobody else does over and over again. He had a bunch of rushes yesterday that kept him in the game. I talked about that square, that pass plus rush. Prize Pick square, which is literally air. The Harrison Butker square was also free. The 5U Max, we can show the graphic for that too. And this nasty two-piece, Javon, with Gus Edwards. Cannot let that get swept under the rug. Gus Edwards was never in doubt. He had a nice little 15-yard catch in the second half as well. That might be the grossest two-piece of all time.
People are definitely
talking.
It's a never before seen entry right there.
Yeah, that is. Look, I mean that Robles more than half a TD and Aaron Judge left less than half a taco was pretty crazy, but this one paid out way more. Harrison Butker less than half field goals made, and then Gus Edwards receiving yards, and he's the rushing back there compared to everybody else in the backfield. Insane entry. And that's how you know it's hitting. Okay, Harrison Butker, guys, was the most popular square on Prize Picks besides the McCaffrey freebie. Besides that one, Harrison Butker was number 1 on the popular tab. Why do you think that was, Javon? Do you think it was because people were taking his less than? No.
Yeah, probably not.
Because they saw his chart, looked at it for 3 seconds, and fucking put his more than in there because he's been carrying their team. Guys, we're going to have to start up a fade the popular tab segment on this show because it prints. It prints.
Yeah, just might have to.
Unbelievable. All right. Real quick, let's go back to that NFL weekend plays recap for a second. Luckily today, the game stinks, so we have some time to go over this NFL weekend and these plays. The over was free as well. I can't believe I didn't even end up locking that one in, but I did end up sneak nuking the 49ers when they were down at plus Chick Live, which is good ML, so it was not all washed with their spread. I didn't end up making coins, didn't track it because I didn't post it or anything like that. I'm not a scammer, but I did make some money back there on 49ers Live because they're like that, and I could tell. You could feel something shifting in that game. In the second half. And as soon as that was the case and they got that one turnover, that game was over, in my opinion, and they fucking slammed the door shut. So 49ers, I'm very excited to bet on them in the Super Bowl. I've not made that a secret. I'm going to be on them against Taylor Swift and the Swifties and the Chiefs and whatever the hell you want to call it. But can we also talk about Travis Kelce for a second being the most annoying human being on earth on that football field yesterday? Was that just me? Was it me? Am I overreacting? Because I do that a lot. I do. Was it me or was Travis Kelce being the most annoying player on that field, trying to fight and chirp and nag and bitch at every single person after every single play? Is it me or was he the most annoying mug out there on the field? Is he turning into Draymond Green? God, he's an attention-seeking mug, isn't he?
He's actually good. Yeah. I don't know. He can back it up probably a little more than Draymond can. But, yeah, he's definitely getting more and more obnoxious. And it really doesn't have to do with the Taylor Swift thing or anything. It's just, I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah. Throwing people's helmets around at their home fields. I mean, I don't give a shit. I like this drama, to be honest with you. This is like the guys' version of Kardashians, right? We don't watch that shit. Every girl on earth does, but we like the NFL drama and the sports drama, and this is part of it right here. And before this game, I mean, there was so much shit coming out like this, and that game lived up to it. It was chippy as heck. The refs were having voice cracks left and right. I think they were scared for their life during that game. Just trying to keep these guys safe. But man, Travis Kelce was annoying as shit, and he was trying to get on the camera as much as possible. That dude's annoying as fuck. We got Brock D454 coming in with a resub. Gus Edwards, bang. Let's go, Brock D. Sure we can. W's. But yeah, Goots, we don't need to have a comment from you if it's too soon, but RIP to the Ravens fans and backers there, man. Tough way to go out. And curious to hear what Goots has to say here.
I mean, I'm officially announcing it as baseball season. Go Orioles.
There we go, Goots. Turn the page.
Also,
turn the page. All right.
I will say I was there for the legacy Gus Edwards catch. Not many people can say that. Okay, so
that
if I'm going to have some positivity, that's what I'll say.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go, Goots. You got to look at the positives, man. You can tell your grandkids about that. You saw that Gus Edwards catch. Okay.
I will. Yeah, they'll know about Javon for sure.
Unbelievable, bro. Mahomes did not throw a pick either, and I was putting meat on tape, sitting on business for that square, so I wanted to go ahead and let people know that was cake. I did not hit every bet this weekend. W transparency. But if you guys did not tail that Chiefs and Ravens under in some capacity, and by the way, I cannot believe the first half under did not hit for you there, Javon. That was stupid.
That was crazy.
Crazy, actually, because there were 0 points in the second half. But gosh, if you guys aren't tailing my plays right now, figure it out. Grow up. That's all I'm going to say there. Couple bad things I saw today that really pissed me off, Javon. And I think Goots would have a pretty good opinion on this one too. Marlon Humphrey and Geno Stone after the game. And look, these players, the season's over. Do whatever the fuck you want. They're people too. I don't give a shit if they're going out getting some drinks after the season. I probably would too. I'd need to get some beers after blowing a game like that. Are you kidding me? But would you be posting it, smiling and laughing and having a good time after you just lost in front of all your fans who follow you the night of the game? That's a little much for me. And if I was a Ravens fan, I would see this and my head would pop off my body and explode. I would be so mad. What do you guys think?
If this was anyone else, because Marlon tries to be like an influencer, he's always tweeting stuff, like trying to get responses and stuff. If this was anyone else, I might have been angry, but this is just Marlon being Marlon. Like, he's going to do this shit. But I mean, I agree with you. I think that they should be able to go out and, you know, have some fun. Like, I mean, they just had a shitty ass game. They fought all season. So it doesn't really bother me that much.
Did it piss you off at all as a Ravens fan when you opened up Instagram and saw these boys, you know, smiling and boozing and posting it after you're in piss? Or
I didn't see it until you put it in the outline today, but because all I was seeing yesterday was fucking Travis Kelce's face on my feed, so I went to bed early.
That's fair.
But
yeah, you called it early.
Yeah, but I mean,
all right, Chad, what do you guys think? Would this piss you off as a Ravens fan? Does it piss you off now? Do you not give a hoots? I'm kind of indifferent. If I was a Ravens fan, I'm sure I'd be bitching about it because, you know, I'm an absolute piss after the game, but they can do whatever the hell they want. And they're not, what are they going to do? They have to go lock themselves in a room and have a curfew after they lose an NFL game? What do you think, Jamal?
Yeah, I mean, like, the guys have lives. I mean, is it like the smartest idea to, regardless of if you're Marlon Humphrey or anybody else, like go and broadcast that to the fan base or whoever's on social media? No, but like what you said, what do you expect them to do? Just sit in the room and cry about it for years?
Yeah.
Nope. Time to move. It's baseball season, like Dude said, right? Lenbaugh coming in with
I do want to tell one thing that I saw that was hilarious. You might have to listen to this.
Please.
Brandon Ayuk reacting to his catch not being.
Oh, this was good. I saw this last night. Play this shit.
Yeah.
Let's go, Goots.
Who they gonna have at one there? Let me see this shit.
About his post-game presser on the field when he was talking about a ladybug that fell on him. He was talking after the game. He's like, a ladybug fell on me, and that's how I knew I was going to score. Or we had good luck.
He did say that.
Okay. Brandon Ayuk, ladies and gentlemen.
Even though the Ravens fucking lost, Lamar catching his own pass, like, that was insane. Like,
that was crazy.
There was 10 crazy plays like that yesterday in both games combined, especially that Ravens game.
Yeah.
I mean, Goots, I wish you could have seen that play on TV because the ball gets tipped. It's up, skyrockets into the fucking sky. Nobody knows what's going on. The camera pans back down, and you just see Lamar catch the ball en route and just start running full speed.
I saw it. I was locked in. I saw the ball pop up in the air. Yeah.
No, from TV, that was ridiculous because nobody even knew what was going to happen. And all of a sudden, he's down the field 20 yards.
Yeah, maybe it was probably easier for me to see it develop.
It's easier for you to see everything that was happening. Like a TV, just like it popped up and Lamar somehow ended with the ball. And then saw the replays and everything. We're like, holy shit. What
insane, man.
Unbelievable, dudes. God, what an absolute banger of a game. Banger of a game. Yep, Lamar under 12.5 receiving yards. Hook. Gosh, what a play, boys. I don't know what was worse than seeing the Marlon Humphrey celebration stuff, or maybe it was this Logan Webb tweet. Speaking of baseball, from yesterday, Javon. You see Logan Webb chirping his own home football team, just not even thinking twice about anything before firing this puppy off. The most disappointing Super Bowl of all time, he tweets yesterday. And look, he doesn't have to be a freaking 49ers fan. All these players are from different places. They aren't fans of the home football teams, whatever, but you got to have at least one brain cell to know probably not to tweet this out to your loving fan base who is obsessed with you and gives you support and pretty much pays for your contract. It's like awareness, right? And respect. And obviously he backtracked right after this shit. And the tweet's been deleted, of course, typical, everyone running from the problems and delete tweets. And then he posts this one. This should make up for it, guys. Bang, bang, Niner gang next week. Sure. So this is all that's up on his feed when you go look at it, but give me a break. How fake is this? Deleting those tweets, whatever. He even had a tweet in between this one and the one he deleted where he goes, oh, I didn't mean it like that, guys. Like, he tried to meet him in the middle first. And then that one got even roasted more. They're like, fuck you mean you didn't mean it? You just roasted your home team's football squad. What are you doing, bozo? And then he posts this one to make up for it. But that's the most fraudulent, fake Logan Webb tweets of all time. What are we doing, man?
Yeah, he's going to get a lot of fans pissed with that one.
Yeah, dude. We got to be better. Got to be better. All right, let's move on to King of the Board recap. We'll keep this one quick, Javon. Can't make it up. Any comments?
You can't. I got nothing to say, man. I just can't get a win. You just own me in this challenge. And of course, the Kraken blew a 3-1 lead in the third period, starting the third
Yeah, and
period and
that
lost
cost
in
me
OT.
points.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely costing me not just the King of the Board challenge too, but I was like the fourth game in a row that the Blues, I guess if you include that was the third game. Now it's 4 in a row that the Blues have won 4-3, which is really weird. Really weird.
I mean, have the Kraken won a game since this? Have they had a game in between?
Yeah, they played last night. I mean, they played the
Did they win?
Blue Jackets. They played the Blue Jackets, but yeah, they did.
Okay, I'm sure. Well, that game sucked. And that one still hurts looking at it, even for me, Javon, even winning this contest. I was all over Seattle ML, and that was cookie. Okay.
Yeah.
Chats, another win in the column. This is unbelievable, stacking the trophies over here. We're going to give away some more coins. Goods, fire up that tweet. Let's see who continues to put crabs in the replies and bet on the black roulette wheel spin when there's been 10 in a row.
Yeah.
Let's see who keeps doubling down. Who else had a crab here?
Let's see.
I'll be honest. I might put a freaking milk emoji down there.
That's milk
for this one. I might try to win some promo. God. I'm fading the stream and buying low on Javon ML this week. RoFit, that could be the difference today.
Could be
the difference. It's not even like your plays have been cookie. It's just the king of the board.
No, I mean, you've been respectfully. I mean, you've been going like 4-1 damn near every week. So like,
I mean, yeah, I'm absolutely on fire.
I just got to tip the cap.
Yeah, what can you do, right? I'm not rooting against you. I'm just betting.
Yeah, right now you are. There's no argument on that.
W Budman, sure. Rumor has it we have our first crabs -2.5 line. This is when you slam Javon in this spot because there's no way in fuck after that comment, me reading it out loud, that I'm covering that -2.5. Dudes, do we have a winner?
We do right here.
Cephas. Sure.
Cephas.
My man, we're going to DM you off the Book It BTL account real quick. Send us your email associated with your prize picks. Okay. We're going to put some promo in your accounts. Cephas, you better respond. All right. Dudes, whenever you can, no rush, but send that DM.
I got it.
W's.
Yeah.
Let's go, Cephas. Comment Cephas W. Love to see it. Crabs -2.5 looks a lot like the Ravens -5. Yes, it's starting to look like that, Chaco, and that could be cookie. People are saying. All right, awesome. We did the King of the Board recap. We gave out some free promo coins. Love doing that every Monday. You guys better tune in every single Monday in the beginning to get some free coins potential. Okay, still drowning from the crabs over 0.5 Yeah, I got stuffed in a locker today, ladies and gents. I was, thinking I could maybe hit up a connect or two going to this Hokies game tonight. Down in Blacksburg against Duke, who we're going to talk about plenty here in a minute. Wanted to go down there and check out the game and try to do one of these challenges. I hit up some of my guys, and they stuffed me in a locker. I was blown. No favorites they play down there. I guess that's a good sign for the underdog there tonight in Castle. But shout out the guys at VCU for hooking it up once again, because that was a W, and I'm going to have to come back and definitely do it there towards the end of the season. But, yeah, no shots tonight. I might go out and take some shots myself in practice. Lord knows I need it. But the Hokies game will not be attending. We'll definitely be watching and betting on it, though. And that's one of the better games today. If there's going to be a moose shit slate, honestly, I have no complaints in this one, Javon. And we will spend plenty of time on that up here in a minute. We're going to go over the BTL Sharp reports. Goots, what do you got, Beast?
Don't forget to go vote on this week's King of the Board.
W reminder. Yes. There are almost 600 people in here right now. If you guys go before you forget, because you will forget, go to this tweet right now. The link is in the chat. It takes 3 seconds. Put a crab or a milk emoji below. Put whatever below. Doesn't matter. And back whoever you think is going to win King of the Board this week. And if you pick the right side, you have a chance to win some Prize Picks promo. Why not go check it out? And like we talked about already on the show, if you guys are not tracking and following me on Pickett, if you're not following Javon and his Prize Pick squares on Pickett, what the hell are you doing? It's free. It's clean as heck. I'm telling you guys, by far the best looking, bet tracking app out there where you can track your action and see what the hell we're on before we even tweet it out or post it. And I post some plays on there that I don't even tweet out. So go follow us on Pickett. It's free. It takes 3 seconds and it's fire. I promise you're going to love it. All right. Crabs, abs, caps in DC, Feb 13th. If you'll go, I'll be boots on ground and we can muck some bets. Ron, that is an offer that I cannot turn down. But I might be moving and grooving for the Super Bowl. I'm not sure what date that is or what we're doing. So, Ron, hit my DMs. We'll talk. Have your people reach out to my people. Okay? Do you think that over in Houston, Texas could be a solid alt? Hunter, we're going to talk a lot about that game. It's one of the only two today that people probably want to talk about. Texas, Houston, and Duke VT. Wouldn't want to have it any other way, Javon. Should be a good day.
Of course.
Davey Martinez Burner coming in with a sub bang in Ravens and ML. Lions piss. Sure, that's okay. Sam L coming in. Bang. Let's go, Crabs. W. We got Lembong coming in hot with another resub as well. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right. Steam Crabs, real quick. You guys thought you were getting away with this one. There's something I got to get mad about, and you should know what it is. Goots, run that shit. You guys thought I was letting him get away with this one, huh? Are you kidding me? Do you not know how petty I am? My goodness. Gosh, man, this one made me happy. I'm not going to lie. I really try not to root against people anymore and trying to be a better person in 2024, Javon, in the new year. But I can't help myself with some of these hooligans who just don't give a shit or put in the work and then blame the organization. They blame the team. They blame the system. But they're not there at the optional camps. They're not there staying after a practice. They're not there working and being a leader. They're not there and spending extra time working on themselves. They're not there spending extra time recovering from an injury. If only somebody saw this coming from a mile away and has been watching Chase Young like a hawk for the last 4 years since he's come out of Ohio State, just waiting for him to break out, waiting for him to play like the guy that we know that he is from college, but he's not anymore because his knee fucking exploded. If only there's been somebody for the last year preaching from the mountaintop saying that this guy was a bozo. Oh, wait, Javon, there is a guy, and it's fucking me. And I've been saying this shit, screaming it for the last year. Chase Young, besides sprinting to the QB and making a sack every other game or every third game, the guy is terrible at everything else, on and off the field. He's a bozo. He's not locked. And this play, I'm happy that he finally got exposed because this is what I've been seeing on film and watching Commanders games, every single one, maybe the only person on earth who does it, for the last 3 seasons. He's lazy. And that's why he's not playing up to his potential. And I'm happy we finally get to see it and he's getting roasted. Maybe it'll turn him around. I hope he does. I hope he does. I hope he sees all these tweets. I hope he sees, him not running and trying to make the simplest tackle that my Mima could. And I hope he changes and puts in work this next year. I do. Because he has not put in any work over the last couple years. Literally Chase Young trying to make a fucking tackle. Literally Chase Young trying to make a tackle.
He's just not very good. Hasn't been very good.
Unbelievable. And yes, hopefully this jinxes him into making a strip sack in the Super Bowl to bring my coins home.
Would love that.
Gosh, man. Rumor has it Krabs hasn't missed a Commanders game in years. Dig that. Unfortunately, I haven't, brother. Unfortunately, I haven't. Maybe that's why that's why I got some screws loose up here, man, watching Commanders games every week. Gosh. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, bro. 49ers will consider benching Chase Young. No way this is true. That's got to be for one of those meme accounts that's just there for clicks. There's no way that's coming out or true yet. Okay. Krabs versus Chase Young tackles challenge. I'm taking Krabs plus 175. Yeah, I am too, especially after showing me that Chase Young video. I'd turn into the freaking water boy. I could tackle anybody. I could tackle Lamar Jackson after watching those days. God. All right. Do we need Chase Young to pull a Jose Perez in the SB? He ain't watching my shit, bro. He ain't watching this shit. All right. Let's move on to some plays for today, Javon. The slate stinks. It is what it is, but we've got about an hour left. Enough small talk. Let's talk about some winners. My first play today, my favorite, it's actually on the ice, and it's barely a favorite. Who knows what the line is even out right now, but before BTL was at least. Take me to the ice, Javon. I'm going with Ottawa ML. Very curious about your thoughts here. Maybe it's fake sharp. I don't know, but I'm seeing this ML continue to move towards Ottawa when they opened up plus Chick, Nashville minus 125 opener. Now we're seeing Ottawa almost up to that number. Pretty interesting. Now, I know Nashville has not been playing well recently, but I was very, very intrigued to see this line moving, and the splits looked sharp as attack. With Ottawa coming off of 2 straight losses, they just got blown out 7-2 in their last game. It's not like Nashville's playing much better, but their record sure as heck is. And I was confused by this line movement. Give me Ottawa on the ML.
Yeah, I mean, the Sens are always fake sharp. Pretty much every single game they play, they got to win eventually. And this is it's a weird couple of games before the All-Star break where not everybody's playing. So hopefully this could be the time. Definitely not against it.
Lynn Kidd, 119 PRA. Good God. Yeah, he's about to have to turn into Lynn Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain, looking at this freaking graphic, Goots. God damn it.
That's crazy. Crazy.
That's all right, Goots. Look, we cannot bat 1,000. Nobody does.
I thought that was the right number.
Yeah, Lynn Kidd, more than one. Hey, he might. No, there's no fucking chance of even soaring under. Yeah.
Crabs to have 3 VT bets, cash it.
Crabs to have over $1,000 sneakily bet on Virginia Tech today, -$1 million, not even up on the bar.
God damn it.
Ottawa ML, Javon, what are your thoughts?
Yeah,
Hurry the fuck up. I want to talk about this VT game. Go.
I like it. I'm with it. It's just I'm always cautious getting involved with the Sens, but it could be the time.
Okay.
I'll make it quick so you can get to your VT rant. Taking the Jazz, Duke Houston money line. Yeah, that'll pay. Utah Jazz are on the road against the Nets, and Bozo Ben Simmons is going to be back today for the Nets, which is awesome. I'm not the biggest Ben Simmons hater, maybe as everybody else, but this is a jump shooting team right now. The Nets are. They've been jacking up shots, jacking up threes at one of the highest rates in the league, which the Jazz have on the other side too. I think when Ben Simmons coming back, first game, which he was, I think, 5 or 6 games earlier in the season, so it's not the first time that this team is playing together. But I think they're going to take a little adjustment period. And the Jazz are just one of those teams who they beat up on the shitty teams in the league, and they cannot beat a good team to save their lives. And what do you know? Nets aren't that good. We'll see how they play kind of long-term with Ben Simmons back, if that even lasts. But first game back, I'm fading. So go ahead and talk about the Hokies.
This game tonight means everything. This game tonight is going to probably dictate whether we make the tournament or not. Hate to say it. We'll have another chance this weekend against Miami. 2 huge games this week for the Hokies. Good thing we own Duke and Blacksburg. Good thing we beat them 3 of the last 4 times in Blacksburg. I was there for that first one. Absolutely absurd. Zion was there. Talk about another lazy guy, too. Him and Chase Young would be buddies. We beat Zion at home. And we beat Duke at home a lot. That's what the Hokies do. I don't know if you saw this video on your feed. It was going viral from the ACC network. Probably not, because I'm an ACC guy and you're not the biggest. But the ACC players all talking about the hardest place to play in the ACC, Javon. It was about a 1.5-minute long video. They probably had like 20 of the biggest name guys in the ACC rolling through there. RJ Davis, Bakat, pretty much every big name dude on every team talking about which is the toughest place to play in the ACC. I swear to God, I kid you not, 80% of those guys said Blacksburg. And it's no fucking joke. Has nothing to do with that shit stadium that's 80 million years old, okay? It's because the way the stadium is built, okay? It's so freaking, up and down. The fans are all right over the basket staring at you when you're hitting free throws. And they're screaming at you, losing their voices because they're giving away free bacon packets if you miss 2 free throws. And I'll tell you what, those kids down there in Southwest Virginia, they want those goddamn bacon packets. And they're going to scream for them, okay? That is the toughest place to play in the ACC right now. The team is playing their best basketball, and they own Duke. Now, does it seem too easy? I'll be honest with you, Javon, it does. It does seem a little bit too easy today in the spots. And I know you think that too. I can see the little smirk. And you're not wrong. You're not wrong, okay? But this is also only one of 2 real games today in the college basketball slate. So you're going to see a lot more VT bets. You're going to see more Duke bets too. It's one of the only real games on today. Look, the Hokies are a play today. They're a system play, and I'm not going to go over my system, but they are a system play that has been printing this entire season that you have to tail responsibly every single time I give out a play, and I'll let you guys know when it is. This is a spot. You bet the Hokies and Texas in this spot tonight. We'll talk about that one plenty, but VT plus 3.5 has to be on every single one of your cards responsibly tonight, all 545 of you, okay? Because they're going to cover this game, probably not even win. That's the worst part. They're probably going to win this game or lose this game by 1 or 2, but Couture knows how to beat this team. Duke has struggled on the road for the last 2 years since Shire took over. His mainly freshman squad really does not play as well on the road as they do at home. We know that, okay? And VT is playing unbelievable right now. The team is finally here that we've been waiting for. They're efficient. They're finally getting those assist numbers up. That's what Mike Young splooges about. It's those assists, passing the ball 1,000,000 times before you shoot. It makes me want to fucking rip my eyeballs out sometimes. But right now, Javon, it is working. And the Hokies might be the best-looking team in the ACC right this second, besides the Tar Heels. Okay, they're at home. They dominate Duke, one of the best home court advantages in all of college basketball that nobody talks about besides the players. It must be pretty fucking serious then. Hunter Couture's last time playing Duke at home, you think he's losing that shit? Give me a break. Give me the Hokies.
Just might not. You know he's going to
They get
clamp
it done
up.
today.
You know he's going to
They're
clamp
not
up.
going to win though. They're going to cover. I've already seen it.
They might win.
No, they ain't winning, bro.
Yeah. Well, TJ. Well,
They ain't
we
winning.
can. We'll take a 3.5 down to 1, I guess. But
Sure.
yeah, I mean, maybe it seems too easy, but I'm right with you. The thing is, like Duke on the road, they haven't just sucked. They've sucked on the road playing against a lot of shitty defenses, especially like shitty perimeter defenses, and they haven't been able to score on them. Enter Hunter Couture, one of the best perimeter defenders in the ACC. You can argue he's up there with the best. So I think they're going to struggle a lot on the road. It's a tough place to play, tough defense to play, and shocker, Virginia Tech is actually somewhat taking care of the ball right now, which has been the difference, I guess, in the last handful of games. So if they can do that, obviously I think they're going to cause Duke issues on the defensive end of the ball. They could win this game. So I am with you today.
Let's fucking go, dudes. It's now or never. It's now or never. They're playing their best ball. Nobody deserves this more than Hunter Couture. What this kid's done for our program, he just broke the record most games ever played in Blacksburg. The guy's a fossil. He's a grandpa out there on the courts. He's a dog. He's our best defender. He's our glue guy. He's the captain. He's the team leader. He deserves another win against Duke. And luckily, we dominate them at home. He's going to get one tonight. Let's fucking go, dudes. And with the help of Lynn Kidd getting 120 PRA, that could be the difference. It's going to put him right on the edge.
Could be. Yeah, TCU Frogs 19 numbers. Unreal.
100%.
Unreal.
100%. Tell me about your dog. Who do you like today?
Yeah, probably the rare time you can call a 5-13 team a wagon is Houston Christian playing at home, where they've been really, really good this season. They're a little different because usually they're a team who plays straight like 5 guards. Like the last couple of years, they've been that. So they're super small. They play super fast, which they still play with a good bit of tempo. But now they have like a serious interior big presence, which has been the difference. So they have 2 guys really that they play consistently at the 4 and the 5 that have caused a lot of teams problems when they go into that arena, which if you haven't seen their gym, I would recommend watching it and looking at it for a second because it legit looks like a middle school basketball gym. But I mean, that could be one of the reasons why it's so tough to play at this year. But they've been really, really good at home. And now they're playing one of the few teams who I think they can match up well against because the one problem with Houston Christian is they're not deep. They legit have like 5 guys who play real minutes. They're going to have very small bench production and it comes from, I don't know, sub 10 minutes from like 2 or 3 guys at the most. And Southeastern Louisiana is kind of just that. And they're also very, very small, pretty much at every position, except, they can hang with the 5. So Houston Christian, when they're playing teams that are relatively small, that's the one edge that they do have. And now they're playing at home where they've been great all season. I think they're going to put up points on Southeastern Louisiana. And again, they're playing one of the teams in the Southland that is just as not deep as they are, which is a huge advantage. So them at home, I will take the points.
Houston Christian. We'll take the points. We might need them. Formerly Houston Baptist, if you guys are confused, is who that is. Okay. Splits look good. I mean, look, they're definitely public a little bit, but the splits look sharp. Some big bets, some big splits.
There's the gym.
Yeah.
Bro, this is definitely from like 20 years ago, but this is so funny.
I mean, look at the shorts.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, it doesn't look much different now. I'll tell you that.
Why did we rock our shorts like this? I don't know, Javon. You might be a couple years. I know you're a couple years younger than me. You might not have rocked them. When I first started playing ball, like when I was in middle school, I was rocking my shorts like this. Why were we doing it? Why? I don't get it. I don't know. What were we thinking? It cannot be more comfortable or easier to dribble the ball through your legs or anything with the fucking sleeves. I don't know. Whatever. It's definitely not aerodynamic. And these kids also look like they are in middle school. Are we sure that's their arena? Is that true? Is that theirs?
No, that 100% is.
It's there. This just might be a kids basketball game they're playing in it.
Yeah, that is 100% their gym though.
They probably share a stadium, just like I used to with Coppin State back in high school. If you share a baseball stadium with a high school, you probably should not have a baseball team. I'm going to put that on record. They were bad. Gosh, man. Ridiculous looking stadium. This is what we love, though, Javon. This is why we play. Okay?
There it is.
College basketball mid-majors, days like today. Okay? This is what dreams are literally made of. We don't have a fucking choice. We have to dive into these games. And we have to watch them and bet on them with only 2 real, Power 5 games going on. Give me Houston Christian. Give me the points. We might need them. Good matchup. Line down from 4.5 to 3.5. Splits look sharp as attack. 34% of bets. 65% of handle in that ML. Not even the spread. ML, Javon. People are taking the ML. They're cutting the shit. And if you look at the spreads, the splits look good too.
I can't tell you any time that I've ever seen Houston Baptist or Christian somewhat sharp, literally ever. So if they are today, I'm 100% in.
Macy, I'm not going to ask any questions, brother. Appreciate the comments. Would love to know. Actually, I don't want to know what those dreams are about. Macy, appreciate you coming in, my man. W's. Krabs, got to know, what was your shoe of choice to hoop in? The people got to know. I mean, look, I wasn't buying myself fucking, Jordan 11s when I was in middle school, and I probably didn't have the greatest sense of style. Going to private school back in the day, I read Hyper Dunks. That's what I was rocking. Hyper Dunks. In our team colors. We had options. Like we had to wear like one of 3 or 4 pairs that went with our uniform. And I had a nice little pair of royal blue and white Hyper Dunks to go with our colors. They were fresh. I was, what was my player comp back in the day? I was like a point forward, which is crazy. I wasn't good enough to be on the A team, and I'm not afraid to say it. I wasn't. I was better at baseball. So I was on the B team, and I was the point guards. I definitely wasn't the smallest guy or point guard size. You guys know I'm like 6'3". But I was like the only kid on the team that could actually fucking dribble. So me and my buddy, he was just like this big dude back in the day, big ass fat kid back in the day. We were just like fucking Kobe and Shaq. Literally, we're the only 2 players on the team, and we ran that shit. Literally B team. Maybe that's why the B team always smacks. I might be gambling karma, straight up. 5U Whale, sure. 18. 5U Whale from Fat Girls Inc.
W Fat Girls.
I want to see W's. I want to see W's left and right. Show me them. Flipper Krabs is on BT, sharp spot. Although I don't blame you. Yeah, real Nicky Gambles. That's a good bet, brother. Kick rocks. Krabs like Matt Bonner. Okay, not a bad comp. Not a bad comp. I'm trying to think who. I don't know, Delvedova. I feel like I played really good defense as well. I was like a big body. But Delvedova was small. I need to think of like a bigger guard. I don't know, Ben Simmons. He sucks. I don't want to be compared to him. God. I don't know. Either way, Scalabrini. Ooh, Scalabrini. That's not it. Although that was one of my role models growing up as a extremely pale private school kid who enjoyed the Celtics and Boston teams growing up until I got bullied to switch into liking shitty DC teams. And I've told you guys that story already. So let's hop over to our overs of this sharp report. Okay. We got Nashville. We got Ottawa. I'm going right back to this, Javon. You probably didn't have me having 2 hockey plays on your bingo card today. But I like this over. And I want this on record. Okay. I'm going to give a sell job like my life depends on it for every single one of these plays because it's what you guys deserve. But I'll let you know when I like plays better than I like others. Okay. And I like the Nashville-Ottawa over better than I like Ottawa-ML. I'll tell you guys right now on record. I like it better. Okay. Give me points. Give me goals, whatever the hell you want to call them. Between these 2 squads, Javon, I thought this was a nasty total moving up between 2 squads who, when they play each other, the games typically soar under. Okay. When these guys have played recently, they've hit the under in their last 5 straight times, including the last time they played. Ottawa actually got shut out by Nashville 3-0 in that contest. Nashville has been on an under bender as well. I feel like every game they played in the last month has gone under. They're on a crazy streak right now. And I was a little surprised to see this total and the juice moving up towards that over. And I was even shocked to see it at 6.5 anyways, considering when these teams play recently. And when Nashville's been playing games, they've all been soaring under. Is this total not high to you?
No, I mean, it should be that. You do have Sogard in net for the Sens, who I think he started twice this year, and he's given up 9 goals. And then he came in, I think he came in at the end of the Rangers game after they pulled Korpisalo, and he gave up another 2. So, I mean, he sucks. And I don't know what the Preds are going to do in net. If it's going to be Lankinen or whatever, but you're going to see some backup goalies, at least one in the net. And, I mean, if you like the Sens, their defense is not doing anything. They just rip puck. So, it's going to have to be a high-scoring game. So
that correlates a little bit?
It definitely correlates, yeah. So cool. I do like goals. I think it's a good play.
Word. Hockey sharp. We got Z Brown Lee coming in with a resub. Z Brown Lee, you're my guy. 21 months, slept on. Not the biggest chat guy, but don't think I don't notice you coming in here resub banging. W's, my man. Let's see a couple more sub bangs on this Monday. Why not us? Who told that 5U Whale Beluga Max play on that under in the Chiefs Ravens yesterday? I want to see hands up in chat. Seriously, I want to see hands. I want to see little hand emotes. Drop them. Let's see him. As Javon goes over his Northwestern and McNeese over 145.5. God, that makes me so horny. That was a great fucking play, dude. Let's go.
That was a great play.
Let's go. Never in doubt. And you know my ass double dipped on that shit. Like triple dipped. Triple dipped. triple dip. Let's go. All right, give me that pitch on that over in that nasty college basketball game. The people might need this one today. Not many games, not many options. What do we got?
Yeah, so I mean, pretty simple here, which I think we saw the same exact total the first time they played, which in that game I took McNeese when they're, I think, a point or two lower favorite than they are in this game. Now they're back at home. That game was 68-59. So absolutely soared under with 127 total. And it was because McNeese, that was one of their first road games in conference. Like, they've been getting really big numbers, period, to this point, and haven't really been covering them until recently, I guess you could say. Over this weekend, they beat the shit out of New Orleans, and that was like their first big number, sweat-free cash they really had. But they're struggling a little bit, playing down to their competition in a couple of those games, including the one against Northwestern State, which Northwestern State at home, they play a little slower. On the road, they just don't give a shit. They run. They play really up-tempo, a lot of transition basketball. They're sloppy with the basketball too, so a lot of those turnovers that are going to happen against a tough McNeese defense is going to lead to a lot of easy points on that side. So I think there's a reason that the total is exactly where it was in the first game after it didn't even sniff the over there. And now it's because McNeese is playing a little more comfortable offensive basketball, and Northwestern State on the road, just they never look like they want to be there. Their defense is god-awful on the road, so I'll buy into that.
Huh. I like that little sharp angle on that over. And chat, we know Javon knows McNeese like the back of his freaking hand. Okay, he's been following that team, watches every single one of their games. That's his little mid-major darling. Okay, and speaking of mid-major darlings, I need to go see my guy, not Mid-Major Madness's new updated mid-major rankings. Maybe if we have time at the end, we can go over some of those and pick out some of these mid-majors that we're liking and eyeing down the stretch here. Because people forget, guys, college basketball season more than halfway done. I was peeping at the schedule the other day. I was like, the season's got to be halfway done. This is crazy. Time's flying. We're more than halfway. Okay? The fucking conference tournaments are going to be starting up in like a month and a half. Wild. All right? So enjoy it while you can. Do not take slates like today for granted, people. Lock in tail responsibly as always, but we don't have much CBB left. VT sucks, bro. What are we doing? I mean, have you not watched them the last week and a half? They look like the freaking 2015 Warriors, brother.
Dude,
they look incredible.
Talking about VT sucking with a Mitch Trubisky profile picture.
It's
crazy.
7 weeks and we'll have a bracket.
Yeah, I saw that.
7 weeks to get a bracket.
Shit.
7 weeks from yesterday? Doesn't it usually happen on a Sunday, Goots?
Yeah, so from yesterday.
Yeah, the tweet came out yesterday.
Yeah.
That is so soon. Less than 2 months, we will have the March Madness bracket. Isn't that crazy?
That's all I have to look forward to.
Meemaw heading down to spring training already. Baseball's about to start up soon, guys. Are you ready? We're about to flip the script.
You got wheels up to Arizona shortly.
We're about to flip the script here, folks. Gosh. Okay. And Trail posting plus 3.5. I bet. So all I had to do was go check out my fucking picket. Actually, that one's not on my picket because it's in Virginia. Can't bet that one in Virginia. Shit. You might not have got that one from me. All right. Let's move on to our favorite unders. Okay. We will talk about the Shorman, Nikki Gambles. Don't worry. I know we're going to have to. Okay. Let's talk about our favorite unders today, Javon. I actually like this Duke VT under better than VT spread. You probably couldn't tell by the sell job because it was passionate and because I had to do what I had to do on VT plus 3.5 because I want that to win the squad rides. But I like this under bet. All right. VT in the last 3 games is looking like the team we've been waiting for. At least I have been, probably the only one. This is what they're supposed to play like. Okay. They're supposed to score a lot of points. They're supposed to play good defense. They're supposed to win by a lot. They're supposed to be good. Okay. The talent on this team cannot go to waste. And the last 3 games, they finally put it together. But here's the deal. Duke can play a little bit of defense, and there's a lot of pressure on this Hokies team, a lot of expectations. And they know that if they don't win this game, they can pretty much kiss their tournament hopes goodbye as an at-large bid, unless they want to go win the ACC tournament again. This one is important. And when games are important and when college kids are involved, I want to take unders more often than not, and this game is no different, okay? I think for the first time in about 2 weeks, VT plays in a game with an under. And I'll tell you what, Duke and Clemson game, that one went under, and Clemson and VT play a very similar style. I would not be surprised if Virginia Tech almost beats Duke, just like Clemson almost just did in that fluky game this weekend. And I would not be surprised if that game goes under and the teams are both in the 70s or maybe even a 60s, just like that Clemson game as well. Duke, I'm telling you, this offense is not going to shine. Hunter Couture is going to strap them up. And the total has moved down with the splits looking sharp as attack. Give me the under. grab this before the total gets even lower, folks.
I'm in. I'm absolutely in. To be honest, I didn't.
PRA.
Yeah, hammer spot PRA. Absolutely. I didn't love an under today, but across the board, a lot of NBA totals, a lot of weird games, and a lot of games that are moving down. And I was shocked to see that one of the totals that's moved down, I think 2.5 points now, is a game between the Bucks and the Nuggets, which I was really surprised about. Which you don't see Bucks totals against like the best teams in the league moving down very often. So that immediately caught my eye, and truthfully, I'm betting it for no other reason except that. I think that's a ridiculous line move to be happening, and probably undebatably the best game of the day with the Bucks involved. When you see a lot of 240 totals in that game, seems awfully low. So didn't love an under, but that move caught my eye, so that's what I'm going with.
What have these teams done recently? Have they been putting up points?
The Bucks have certainly been putting up points. They do it every single time out. I mean, they just dropped 140 against the Pelicans, which, I mean, the only times you really get totals for the Bucks that are anywhere near this, or they have games that are low scoring like this, it's been against the second game against the Pistons, against the Cavs, who are one of the better defensive teams they've played in a while. But like when you see they play any really team of substance in the NBA, like the Celtics, you'll see it high scoring or total higher. Kings, same deal. Warriors, same deal. I don't know. To see this with the Nuggets involved is just weird to me.
All 3 times these guys played last year, this game snuck under too.
Yeah.
Interesting. Doc Rivers' first game coaching. Yeah, I don't know how that works with the system, because I know the system involves, betting the team the game after their coach gets fired, but I guess Doc Rivers had a little vacation in before he fucking takes over the team. How does that even work? Kind of makes no sense to me.
Yeah,
I don't really know how that works.
Did you see what he said? They asked him like what you would say to another coach like taking this job. He said, "I wouldn't wish this on anybody." So he's saying it's going to be like extremely difficult.
I mean, he's not going to say it's easy, because then if he doesn't live up to it or do it, he looks like an idiot.
Yeah.
He's going to make it. He wants. I mean, yeah. He wants to make it seem like he's curing cancer, but at the end of the day, he has fucking Damian Lillard and Giannis, and if he can't get that team to the playoffs, that's on Doc Rivers.
Yeah.
Okay. People have been saying Doc Rivers might be a fraud for the last 20 years. Now he's got a chance to prove it. That's why he came out of retirement, because he sees all these guys he used to coach having success. He sees James Harden having success. He sees the 76ers having success. And he has to come out of retirement saying, shit, people are fucking, throwing stuff in my name right now, saying the big 3 carried me in Boston, saying these guys carried me in Philly, and I had an opportunity there and couldn't make it work. And now he's got all these great stars in Milwaukee. If he can't make it work here, then Doc Rivers might just be a new shit coach.
Yeah, I mean, he is. He is a mission coach.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I mean, yeah. Okay. He had a team of 3 Hall of Famers. Got 1 ring out of it for as long as they were together. And every other time he's had a ridiculous amount of talent on any team he's coached, and they have not done a single thing. So I would say the fraud talk is justified. He's not a great coach.
Do Paul Pierce, KG, and Ray Allen and Rondo seem like the kind of guys who are probably as dialed in and locked in and doing what they're supposed to be doing all the time, though?
Yes.
You think they were?
Yeah.
There was like so much drama with that team, dude.
I mean,
so much weird shit going on.
You got to imagine in the LeBron Big 3 days, too. They were locked in. They wanted nothing but to beat him. And obviously before then, they were running shit, too, and just never amounted to anything except the 1 ring.
All right. Gosh, maybe I'm biased. I grew up loving that team with Big Baby Davis. I don't know if you remember him. I'm sure you do.
Of course you do.
How do you not remember Big Baby Davis? He was a goat. Yeah. I love that Celtics team growing up, but you're right. They only won. We'll see what Doc can do with this Bucks team. And in their first game, Javon is taking an under. That's probably a good sign right off the rip. That makes me feel good. That sounds right to my nasty contrarian bet-winning brain, right? All right, let's move on to our prize pick squares of the day. I'm happy we could spend more time on this segment today when the slates aren't as fat and as good. So this is nice. I'm going to go with Lynn Kidd more than 119.5 PRA. Okay, that should hit. Guys, it's 19.5 PRA. All right, our fault on the mistake on the screen, but Lynn Kidd, look, I've done this before and I look like a bozo, but I'm going to go back to the well here and let me tell you why. I don't love the prize picks board as of right now. I'm waiting for them to drop more squares, but as of right now, this is my favorite one. Lynn Kidd's in his last game played pretty well, but he actually got outshined by Poteet in a game where our bigs dominated, including Robbie Barron. Can't make it up. You guys have heard me talk shit about that guy more often than not.
Robbie
On
Barron.
detail the last 2 weeks, he looked unbelievable in that last game. I bet. Him, Poteet, and Lynn Kidd look like the greatest three bigs of all time against Georgia Tech, and they're playing really well right now. But they're going to need Lynn Kidd out there on the court more often today than they ever would. So I'm starting to figure out how Mike Young uses Lynn Kidd and Poteet. It was really hard to figure out early on, but after watching some of these games and matchups, you just got to see if they need a guy out there who can kind of hang with a quicker big like Filipowski. And today, Lynn Kidd is going to need to be out there playing way, way more minutes. And I love fading the Poteet angle after he had his career high last game and looked unbelievable like Shaq. I'd like to go back to the well and get a Lynn Kidd because Mike Young just loves going back and forth with these two bigs. I swear to God, maybe he's keeping them fresh. Maybe one of them is hurt. I don't know, but a lot of times this season when there's been a more mobile big, like when we played Boston College, Lynn Kidd was out there a little bit more at times covering him. So I'm going to go with Lynn Kidd here, more than 19.5 PRA. His rebounds looks high as heck. The only reason I didn't go with just his rebounds is number one, because we got burned on that one the other day because it was looking kind of sharp. And I don't want to just go back to that. I want to use more basketball brain here with this game. And although I like the under, I do think Lynn Kidd is going to be the X factor and the reason why VT wins or loses this game. If you go back and look and see what Mike Young and Virginia Tech has done against Duke in years past to beat this Duke squad in recent years, it has not all been the guards. Okay, Padula has not played well against this Duke team. Couture's played good defense, and he's had a couple decent games, and he shot effectively, but it's not like Couture and Padula are getting 20 shots up each in these games against Duke in recent years, Javon. They're not. We've actually been using the bigs and going up against Filipowski in this weak interior a little bit. And that's how Virginia Tech has found success recently at Castle. So they're at least going to try, okay? And if he misses them, at least he can grab some rebounds. But Lynn Kidd is going to play more tonight. Lynn Kidd, and this number looks a little bit high and for good reason. And if you look at his charts, I mean, he's all over the freaking place. But after Poteet was literally Shaq, we got to go with Kidd tonight and back him at this high PRA number for him.
80 and 40. Is that what he's putting up today?
I mean, yeah, sure. We need Lynn Kidd. Just let him fucking play, dude. I'm tired of watching Poteet out there moving in slow motion. Bless his heart. Okay, it's not his fault. But we need athletic Lynn Kidd out there because if we don't, I mean, Filipowski is about to absolutely cook and drop a 40-burg on our faces coming off a bad game himself. Look, there's also talk about Filipowski maybe being a little bit banged up right now, and it looked like it in that last game this weekend.
Yeah.
48 hours in between that game and this game, Javon. You got to go to Blacksburg and play the hardest place on the road to play in the ACC with only 2 days to prep. I fucking bet, dude.
Tough ask.
I am juiced up for this game tonight. Let's go.
Yeah,
Come on.
Be excited.
Give me your prize pick score of the day. Need it.
Yeah, go ahead and put up the chart, kids. Josh Giddey is hitting a 3 today.
W Jets.
Yeah, W Jet.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I mean, simple. This chart is up. The square is up. They've also played the T-Wolves 3 games this season. You want to know what Josh Giddey's gone from 3 in those games?
Well, I can tell you how many he's made. 0.
0. He's 0 for 7 in the 3 games against the T-Wolves this year. And the square is up with him not hitting one of his last 5 games either. And ding, 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 it's minus 125 to go over too. Tell me how that makes sense. Tell me why it's on the board. That's just something I have to play in this game. And it also helps that they're coming off an outright loss to the Pistons. Something's got to be a little different. And when I look at a couple of the interesting 3-point, I guess, prices across the board for the other Thunder players, like we took Lou Dort in a little sneak entry against the Pistons, and he was super juiced up. And now he's juiced quite the opposite way. Same as the story with a lot of those guys, except Josh Giddey, who flipped in the positive direction, which is interesting. And the square's up, making absolutely no sense. So it's one that I have to take.
Wow.
Batgirls has a pair for you.
Potential
What does he
pair.
have?
Bang.
Jesus Christ on a bike.
Grayson Allen.
My God, it's beautiful. I mean, we've been burned on this guy so much this season now. I feel like we have not hit a single square on him.
I don't think we've taken him that much. He's like Twitter's favorite ladder.
Taken him
guy.
twice in the last month trying to fade him, and he didn't fucking come through. He balled out, and I guess now he's been ass, and he
just doesn't take that many threes. He just makes them. He's a low volume guy, I guess. Yeah, I mean, every
lottery
time
points plus 3s on my book, Fat Girls Inc. set. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
every time
Fat
you go
Girls Inc.,
on,
you better sell this on Surge Stream.
well, you know what the problem is with that, Grabs?
Who's out?
And no, nobody's out, but I want to double check because I am pretty sure last time he played the Heat, yeah, that was when he dropped 31, 9 for 14 from three. That's my issue.
Dude.
That's my issue. That was like the greatest game of his career, and that was like a month ago. That's my problem with that square.
Not good. Not good. I still like it, though. I still leave
Yeah, I
it.
mean, I don't
That's
have
no
anything
brainer.
against it. It's just I'm not running to the counter with it.
You might be right. No one's taking that sheet. You're probably right. Fat Girls, I'll put that in something. That's for sure. Can promise you that. Okay. W's. He also gave out a 5-unit sub whale. People forget that. Cannot let that go unnoticed. W Fat Girls Inc. Doing his goddamn job. Come on, Hokies. Can we get a fucking win tonight, please? Can we please get a win tonight, VT? Chat, who's with me? Who's ready to get hurt tonight? Hand up. Who's ready to get hurt? I know Javon is. He's ready to get hurt by the Hokies.
Unfortunately,
My buddies texted me in the group chat this morning. They said, Krabs, for the love of God, please don't fucking take them. It's too late, boys. It's too late. We're fucked. I'm taking them. They're locked in plus 3.5. Book that shit.
Last night while I was withering away in bed, I locked in New Mexico and VT 2-piece.
Okay. Oh,
crazy cross day 2-piece.
Yeah.
Was that spread or MLs?
I took New Mexico spread 8.5.
Oh my God, Goods. You said fuck it. I don't care if this bet loses or if I have nothing.
I need to feel something. Yeah.
Good man. Well, New Mexico looks unbelievable, and maybe that'll bring us to our next point if we can maybe talk about there's been majors. I'm gonna find that tweet, Goots, so we can pull that up. But wild, absolutely wild. We got a Goots late night Hokies bet parlay with New Mexico, who's by the way an absolute wagon. It might be the best mid major in the country. Their offense is insane,
So
absolutely insane. Holy smokes! We got Frank holding down the YouTubes.
To be frank,
He's got plus 3.5. You're goddamn right, you do, Frank. Anybody else in the YouTubes? If you guys want to come over to the Twitch and talk with way more people in chat, feel free. If you guys are watching on Twitter or YouTube, though, come over to the freaking Twitch and come vibe, okay? If you're watching on Twitter, you're literally living under a rock like you're a caveman in the Stone Age. Bring it over to the Twitch, all right? And if you ever want to go back and rewatch it, YouTube is a great place for that, okay? We got all the playlists, all the shows split up and even and organized, right? So you can always go back and rewatch those puppies. We got Alan. Boots on ground. Alan's been in Rem. Good to see him showing up. W's. Twitch Allen was better. Yeah, people are asking for the old Twitch Allen. Oh, Twitch Allen versus YouTube Allen. Allen versus Allen.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Dual Allens.
Never thought the day would come. Night sweats. A1 Hazel, I'd be down to sweat out the Hokies game if Trent wants to, but if you guys can convince him in chat on Surge to sweat out for this Mooshit slates, I'll be there, but good fucking luck. I'll leave it up to you guys. We need a sweats for the Duke game. I know, Stick Kid. I know. All right, boys. Yes, sweats. I know. We can get Lembong moving. Today would be a good day. I know. All right. Javon, why don't we pivot? Are there any other college basketball games that you even wanted to go over and talk about?
I mean, yeah, we definitely should go over Houston, Texas. Can just skip right there.
You're goddamn right. Let's talk about the Longhorns and why they're going to cover today. Looks like they're down to plus 4.5.
Yeah.
Let's see what they're at here. Oh, they're plus 5 in the cursed number on the spread. God damn it.
They're down. I feel like when they're moving down to that number, it's not as bad.
It's never good to see the minus 112. I will say that. It's never good to see that. But overall, the spread is moving and grooving in Texas's direction. All right. It's Texas. I don't even know how to say that plural. Probably just Texas. These squads have never played each other. Is that true? Have these guys never played?
Houston and Texas have never played.
Is that true? Have these squads never played each other? I know Houston's, the new Geyserman's on the street, right? But that's crazy to me that those schools would have never played.
Weird.
Definitely not in recent history, at least. Maybe a couple of years ago. But right now, guys, Houston is on fuego, okay? They've won 4 games in a row, Javon. They're starting to look like that Houston Cougars team right off the rip. In the beginning of the season, they look like the best team by far in the country. Had a little bit of a lull, had 2 losses, but now they're back in action. Texas, on the other hand, I just don't think they're that good, to be honest with you. They've lost 3 of their last 5 games. They've covered 1 of their last 5 games. This Longhorns team is a shell of themselves from last season. Maybe they got lucky. Maybe it was the new arena. Maybe it was, teams have now adjusted on how to slow down Terry's new offense and team. Whatever it is, the Horns have not been like that this season. With that being said, take everything I just verbalized and roll it up into a ball and throw that shit out the window. It doesn't matter. We're taking Texas plus 5.5. We're taking the spread. We're taking the points. It's a system play. We have to take it. Okay. But I don't feel great about it. I don't love it. But unfortunately, I have to be on Texas here with the points in this spot with how mooshit they've been against red hot Houston. Something's got to give. Give me the Longhorns. Hook 'em.
They've played once in 2013, and Houston won by 1.
Wow.
73
Okay.
70.
Okay. Sure. Javon, I'm dying to hear what you think about this game.
No, I like Texas. It's like I don't think Texas is very good either. I think Roddy Terry is actually a terrible coach too. And that team overall is just not great, but it serves them well, I think, against Houston, which, first of all, I mean, Houston, I love to fade coming off of their first, I guess you could say, complete road win performance at BYU. Really tough place to play, which we took them there, and they shot really well, which is probably the most surprising thing to me out of that game, how well they shot from 3. Tried to blow it a little bit at the end. Defense didn't hold up. They gave up their fair share of threes to a BYU team who shoots a shit ton of them, whatever it may be. But they came out with a win after being winless and really looking flat on the road every single game before then. Now they got to go to Texas, where the one thing that you can do to try and beat Houston, even if you're not offensively potent, you need a couple guys that are athletic with size at the bigs. And they have Dylan Dessou, who is very, very versatile. They have Dylan Mitchell, who is really a matchup problem for whoever they're going to end up putting on today. I was like, they can hang. This is not like BYU where Houston's going to have really every advantage on the inside, especially with Traore not playing for a majority of that game. That was what kept them in the game. A lot of offensive rebounding, a lot of really rebounding and then kickouts to shooters, which is why they had so many wide open looks from 3. So I think Texas matches up really, really well. And I think they're primarily going to make Max Abmas passing the ball, which they're going to make him be a playmaker and a facilitator a lot more than a shooter, which honestly I think is better for Texas because they've been better when Max Abmas is not putting up 20 shots that he probably should not be putting up in that game. So I think it's a really good matchup for Texas. And I didn't just randomly say Max Abmas is going to become a passer. It's also a prize pick square that's up. That is interesting.
Ooh. Let's go take a peep over at that puppy and see what Max is showing us over there.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily Caleb Love, and the guy who does not pass the ball, and he had a very similar assist square that everybody brought to our attention at that point. But take a look at that assist square, which is also juiced over, which is interesting. Because a lot of these teams, Baylor was kind of the first team to really blitz Max Abmas and make him a passer. And, I mean, that at times in that game kind of paid dividends for them. And the second they went away from it, that's when Texas made that big run kind of to win the game. It's I think a lot of really good defensive teams kind of know that's how you're going to have to do it, especially to run them off the perimeter. And I can tell you for shit, that is going to be what Houston is going to want to do, running Max Abmas off the perimeter. And the matchup advantages come from Dylan Mitchell and Dylan Dessou. So that's what we're doing. We're lounging with that, Devin.
Sure. Cannon or guap. I mean, Javon, I like the way the square looks, obviously, and I love your sell job too. So that's a smash spot there. We're back at Max Abmas. How the hell do you pronounce his last name? I've heard 70 million people pronounce it in different ways.
I don't know. It's weird. Whatever it is. You
I'll
can
learn
pronounce it.
Square.
You can pronounce it CP3 tonight. That's
right. But we're just gonna call him Chris Paul. All right.
Yeah, we'll
we got Mac Daddy coming in with a resub. 2 months. W's. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mac Daddy. Love to see that. We got Dan's Bets coming in hot as well with a resub in 9 months. Almost a year. Love to see it. Chat, any college basketball plays looking at you guys funny? Bang, bang, Niner gang. Let's go, Dwarf. That's my dwarf. Let's go, Beast.
See late night Bethune-Cookman on the platter.
I did see Bethune-Cookman. I don't know if I'm in on Bethune-Cookman, though. I don't know what's all the talk, what's all the rave about Bethune-Cookman today. I'd love to get a board, but let me know what's good. Why are the Sharps Oliver Cookman. I feel like the spot doesn't look that weird.
I mean, maybe it doesn't look that weird. It's just, I don't know. Alcorn's been playing really, really well over the past handful of games, and they've been getting some significant line respect. And they've been favored on the road against a couple of teams, which baffled me. And I think that's one of the games that we took. But yeah, seeing them as getting steam in this spot is a little surprising. Bethune-Cookman's very up and down. I think they do have Zion Harmon back, or they have for the last couple games, but they might be catching an Alcorn team that's going to come down to earth in the next couple games.
There's no way Riley Brass just dropped University of Maryland Eastern Shore in the chat. We're going to have to go over that one 100%. But first, there is a game that I like. All right, let's see if you align here. What about Texas Southern? Take a peep at Texas Southern laying 5 points against Alabama State.
Yeah.
Good thoughts on that?
I mean, I like it, but the one caveat with Texas Southern is they're like the one team in that conference that everybody knows. So like they always get a weird amount of line respect, and there's a bunch of spots where they'll do it and they'll just lose by 20. So I like the spot, and they're continuing to, I guess, take money. I'm just very cautious and really ever backing them in a situation like this. Plus, I mean, I know the records look awfully weird, but these teams are really not that different because of the non-conference.
Yeah, that is true. I'm with you. And I do see that minus 112 cursed line next to Texas Southern. Not a great sign there either. Okay. That could be a good ML piece. That could be a good Fugazi piece, maybe for Trent. Texas Southern minus 5 against Alabama State. Okay. Texas Southern, best team in that conference. Yeah, they really haven't shown it much this year, though. They really haven't shown it much this year.
I'd say they kind of have.
I mean, are they in first place in the conference right now? Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, they've dropped a tough couple road games, I guess. But like they haven't been bad.
They're 4-3. Bethune-Cookman's ahead of them, Bray. Come on.
Bethune-Cookman is the best player in the conference.
Let him cook.
Zion Harmon, GOAT. Real high school mixtape hoopers know.
Chote, bro, there's going to be no 9U to Mega today. We just hit a 5U max yesterday. That's when you put the Megas to the side, brother. Chote, you and me got to have a talk. Okay? There will be no 50 unit plus 1.5 MLB play today. That is the dumbest play ever. Thoughts on Lamar spread? I've seen 7 million people ask this today, so I guess we'll go over it. Thoughts on Lamar laying 9 points to New Orleans?
I mean, I'm not fading New Orleans after finally giving McNeese their first blowout win over the weekend. I think they beat them or lost by 40 almost. So, I mean, Lamar has been god-awful really everywhere they've played, or New Orleans has been god-awful, but especially on the road. So I think it's honestly, maybe even a little low of a line, I would say, in the favor of New Orleans. So I would probably not be taking Lamar today.
Yeah. I lean New Orleans. I'm with you. All right. What else in CBBs? I guess we got to go to the Shoreman and see what UMES is doing. UMES in that elite defense is plus 1.5 at home against South Carolina State, I believe. Yep. Looking like it. South Carolina State coming off of back-to-back outright wins as dogs against NC Central and Delaware State. Maryland Eastern Shore has been this. I mean, they even lost to Coppin State as favorites recently. That cannot be happening. Coppin State is bad. The line is flipped, though, which is weird. Line flipped over. Deadler Bird saying, I'm seeing them be minus 1.5 openers, and now they are dogs, which I do not love. Maybe it's because they're getting nuked with bets. But I'll tell you what, it's also not a great sign for the Shore to see that total moving up as well. Huh.
Yeah, they probably don't want that. South Carolina State wants to make them run.
Huh. Yeah, I don't love seeing that total move up because the Shoremen are snails. They might as well be the snailmen. They are slow as molasses and they win with defense. I think we stay off. I'm with you guys. Okay. Javon, hockey. I know I took your thunder here with the hockey play. Anything else I missed? I know there's only one game today. It's 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, I mean, can't say I really love anything in that game. I would say if you're taking the over, that's probably the best angle there with Sogard and net. That could be your way to back the Sharp Senators without actually backing the Sharp Senators, because I can guarantee you there's going to be some little streak, which the Senators do this all the time, whether it's them, whether it's the team they're playing. They'll go on a little, I don't know, couple goal unanswered streak, whether it's to start the game like they did against the Rangers, went up 2-0 and then gave up, 7 straight. Something like that's going to happen in this game. I think it's going to be them benefiting from it and winning this game, but something's going to happen. So I just like goals. I think I just keep it simple. But yeah, I think that's the best play in the game, in my opinion.
Okay. Roman Yasi points in all caps will print. Do you hear me? Yes, we hear you, brother. We're not taking that play, though. Tell you that much. Goots, you see that MVS tweets? People forget he had that fucking crazy catch at the end of the game. And I saw someone tweet at you before the game. I guess they put up his squares late or something. And as soon as I saw that, I knew he was about to get a late night catch. And he did. Son of a bitch.
I didn't see no MVS tweet. I'm not paying attention to that bullshit.
And Goots ain't seeing it. He didn't see it, and he ain't seeing it. Okay?
Go us.
Go us. Sure. All right. Awesome. What about NBAs? It is kind of an NBA loaded slate today. We have about 10 minutes, Javon. Any other games you want to touch on? Any plays from chat that we wanted to go over or talk about potentially? Any NBA geysermans that we're obsessed with today in chat? Would love to see an overflow of comments with crazy NBA plays. Let's see if we can get them.
I mean, I definitely got one that I'm liking a lot.
Okay. Well, I'm all ears. Don't get geeked. What do you got?
Yeah. I'm catching the falling knife with the Heat tonight.
Dude.
3.5, whatever you got. Lost 6 games in a row, including one against the Suns just a little bit ago, where KD didn't play in that game, but Jimmy Butler also didn't play in that game. So it's kind of a weird, starless game on both sides, and they got absolutely demolished. So now coming back at home with the Suns on a back-to-back, playing 3 games in 4 days. Nobody loves that in the NBA. I think this is a really tough spot for the Suns. So I think if there's any chance that the Heat have to stop this little streak, it's going to come at home today against the Suns.
Yeah, I really wish the Suns were still on that crazy win streak. If they were, my goodness, this would be a beluga whale. But it's still, a short line, I'd say, with how they've been playing, right? I mean, your Heat have looked like ass,
terrible,
like my Wizards, recently, right? They're terrible, and they're a favorite.
Yeah,
they're a favorite.
Yeah,
give me a break. Heat ML. I don't care if the Suns are coming off 2 losses. They were just on a 9-game bender. The Suns were the best team in the NBA. Them and the Clippers were on fuego. Trent can confirm.
Javon, why don't you share with the class our secret 6-man?
Our secret 6-man. We're sharing it with the class, man. So we did craft the secret 6-man in the late nights because Trent just was dying. One of them's off the board now. We took the Giddy 3. We took Rudy Gobert boards against the Thunder, Trent system play, which got bumped up. The one that's off the board is Fred VanVleet 3s against the Lakers. Trent, of course, put meat in Jokic's mouth with Jokic RA square, the default Trent meat square. We threw the Abe Smith assists in there, and then Plumlee less than points against the Cavs and Jared Allen.
I'm all in on that Plumlee fade. He stinks.
Very random late night 6-man. Hilarious.
So smack though.
Could so smack.
That could smack. And one's already off the boards. Okay.
Yeah, one was off the board. I was mad.
He was taking Jokic.
That was a potential POD candidate with Fred VanVleet. So I'm kind of pissed.
That's beat.
Yeah, a little bit. Right. A little bit.
Ryan, any whales in the NBA today? I know you have a college basketball POD of the day. POD of day.
People know that one yet?
No, but it's Arkansas Pine Bluff plus 6.5.
ARPB.
Yep.
So ARPB and J.
Crabs, dude. I went up so much coin this last week, dude. I have zero motivation to nuke right now.
Good.
Which
I
is
thought
good.
you were going to say zero motivation to lab.
Oh no. I'm still lab.
Good. Yeah, well, let's be smart. We know what happens after legacy weeks. It's typically a non-legacy week. That's with everybody on Earth. So let's tread lightly and keep the bets to a min. And let's keep that money coming on your way because we cannot be having that cut in half or losing any of that coins. We're
No.
bringing those coins home. Come
We
on.
paid for the Vegas trip. We might have
Yeah,
paid for a Super Bowl ticket. Depending.
Yeah, and look, I'm stacking my guap too. I'm working on it. So we're gonna do everything we can, and let's just pray that the tickets go down the day of the game.
Please.
Need it.
Need it.
Chat. Anybody rich as heck and want to take us to the Super Bowl? Let me know. Let me know.
I'm praying
All
they
right.
go down. I'm trying to run it back with Krabs again.
I know we have to get there. Rumor has it Javon might want to go see. See Boots on Grounds.
No.
No more.
No, that was Lions dependent.
Wow.
Should I tell everyone what Javon texted me during the game?
Oh, I can tell him. I texted as soon as the Lions went up. I think it was 14-0. I said I went to the site to look for Super Bowl tickets. If you don't bet Niners first score, you should add it to the or score this drive. Should add it to the card.
Yeah. He's like, I'm checking out tickets right now to see what's good. It's live bet the 49ers. And I'm like, I'm in. Yep. And I did. And they won.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a curse. As soon as you looked to see how much those Laporta tickets would even potentially cost, Javon,
Yeah,
I
made a glance. I
hammer
was
on
like,
that
I know
shit.
this is not going to end well.
Question: do you think the tickets rose in price or dropped with this match?
I mean, I could look. I mean, I was seeing people bitching about the prices all last night. I'm assuming yesterday was one of the busiest days of traction, on these sites for people looking at these tickets, right? So I'm assuming they went up.
They had to have gone up because
I can tell you
that San Fran to Vegas trip.
I can tell you
Yeah,
firsthand from shopping Ravens tickets, they went up once it was T Swift in attendance. I can promise you that.
T Swift with a short trip for the other team and their fan base.
She might fuck this whole thing up.
Yeah,
she's
Mahoney with a pulse check in Vegas. Fuck.
Yeah, they're up a couple $100. Nothing crazy though. They're still just rat shit expensive though. Just the amount of money that human beings just can't pay to go to a fucking football game. It doesn't even make sense.
No,
unreal.
Where does this money come from? I don't get it. Look, if we have 2 legacy weeks like we've been having, it's possible. Kevin Garnett, anything is possible. Okay, so all we got to do, Trent, because if you piss away half that coins, there's no fucking chance we're going. We have to keep our heads down. We have to keep grinding, and we have to keep, like you said when you came on here, 0 nukes this week. None.
And keep the 3 a.m. Bozo packs to a minimum
for
this
sure.
week. I did get a text at 3:17 in the morning from Trent. All that it said was Hornets money line
at 3 in the morning.
3:17 in the morning. So that's just the type of stuff that we can't have this week.
It's like most people are fighting the urge to grab like a snack before bed. Trent's like, what 6 guys can I freaking lock in for tomorrow, man? Come on.
Yeah, and they went from +7 to +9. GG.
Okay. And caked. Unbelievable. All right.
Yeah,
Chad, it's about time for a squad ride. We got to get that play moving and grooving. We got to get a winner for today on this Moose slate. Goots, I want to see that train. Run that shit. Hey, it ain't much today, but it's honest work. And I feel like every time I say that, we get good vibes and good plays. So, Javon, we've got best bets below. All right. No need to force today. We had a 5U beluga whale. We caught one on our fucking reel yesterday. No need to stress. No need to press. We have the Hokies on today. And I have enough emotionally invested into that one. So I will only have 1 unit on those Hokies. But speaking of them, Javon, I feel like they got to go in.
Yeah, they have to. They have to.
BT plus 3.5. I feel like BT or Texas will go 1-1 today. Mahoney, those are just my absolute cock on table, just PODs, and it's not even close, dude. It's like those 2 plays and then 50 feet of shit and everything else. But
we did think that the last time they went 0-2, so maybe it's flipped.
Okay, we're due. Sure. Plus 5.5 or plus 5, maybe. I want to give good spreads here. Let's see what Texas is doing. What are you seeing for your Hokie spread? Because I can't see much on my end.
Hokie spread. I still have a 3.5.
Okay. Yeah, Texas SB 5. About 5.5. Chad, what else we liking today? We know Trell is on BT. There's only 2 real games today. You know he's taking that one. Okay. No need to freak out. All right. Senators, lock it in. I'm tailing Krabs.
That makes sense.
I mean, do we put Nato in there?
I'd rather put the over in there.
Okay. Sure. Well, I listened to you with this hockey guidance, so we're doing that. I'm in.
Yeah.
Let's go Ottawa and Nashville. Over 6.5. Jazz and Heat. I feel like Houston Christian probably has to go in there as well, though. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
I'm so down for Houston Christian. But I mean,
HCU.
you can make the call on Heat versus Jazz. I'd say I definitely like the Heat quite a bit more.
Yeah, let's take a peep at these two games, chats. Let me know what you guys are liking, okay, so we can make this a group effort. But going to come down to either Heat or Jazz in these two spots. I think we go Heat.
Oh, man.
You good with the Heat? Let's go Heat. Let's go Miami, folks. Good vibes today. Jimmy Butler and Miami got to go ahead and get this losing streak out of the way. Need to.
Might have to.
Need to.
I mean, are we going 3 or minus 148? That's the real question.
I mean, it's your play, dude.
I don't know. I hate.
Maybe go minus 3.
Yeah. I hate laying on the NBA period, but
money line, not gonna lie. All right, fine, money line. Fuck it.
If it wasn't the Heat, I wouldn't consider it.
Executive call. 5 plays, 5 winners. Javon, we are safe. I will take the blame for the juice. VT plus 3.5. Texas plus 5. Nashville, Ottawa over 6.5. Houston Christian plus 3.5. And Miami ML in the NBA. 5 plays, 5 winners. You have 1 minute. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. If you don't know what this is, you live under a rock. If you're watching this on Twitter or YouTube, come over to the Twitch chats and vote in our poll. You have 1 minute left to find and lock in our fucking squad ride poll winner. Okay, click the right buttons. As always, chats, keep the blinders on. We've been hitting bets recently. We cannot get complacent. The year has just begun. All right, we're absolutely moving and grooving, firing on all cylinders. Let's stay hot. Get your votes in. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. Looks like Miami is running away with the poll. I'm surprised.
That's a little surprising. I thought for sure we were going to one of those CBP games.
Same. I thought Houston Christian was going to have way more life, to be honest with you. We got Philip J. Fry coming in. Is the stream still on? Yes, the stream is still on. You're watching it right now. You just subbed. We got One Soul Hype coming in hot, subbing as well. He goes, who needs a sub? I'm showing love today for my anniversary. Let's go, One Soul Hype.
Let's go.
W's, my man. Happy anniversary, Beast. God, who needs a sub? Get your hands up in chat. W's. Awesome. We got the Heat ML. Looks like chat wanted to lay some juice on this nasty Monday. And I don't blame them, Javon. Are the Heat getting it done today? Are your boys getting a win?
They are. And to answer the dude that's been spamming for hours, we're not going to overlap every single play. So we're trying to mix it up between what's on the graphics. So relax.
W.
You guys are winning.
Yes, sir. All that matters is a squad ride dub. All right, chat, stick around for the surgical stream starting up right now with Trent. He's going to take you through the slate. He's on fire right now as well. Let's see what he's got on this crazy Monday slate today. Very curious to see what he's locking in. All right. Make sure you guys download props.cash as always. All right. If you're not using props.cash to hit prize picks entries, what are you doing? You are 10 steps behind. You guys want to know why Lauren hits all our prize picks entries? Yeah, it's fucking props.cash. Straight up. I'm not even kidding. Go check it out. All right. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. And stick around for the surge stream. We'll be seeing folks.